Here we are, we're in the ARK,
Yep.
and introduce both yourselves. I'll let you do that. You start, Maria.
Okay, so I'm Mari, and
I'm Alex from Alex's Apple Orchard, and so this is what remains of the collection. It's now resting here in the ARK. It's nice and safe and climate controlled, so that's obviously good. And we just have everything that I used to own here and documented and all in order.
Were these yours also?
Yes. Yeah. All these posters.
Oh, wow.
We actually got these all from one guy. We went to a old estate sale, and they had all of these lined up, and the guy just bought them all for me. So we obviously paid him for them, and it was really, really cool.
And what did you call your museum or your collection?
It was called Alex's Apple Orchard.
Right.
And we were trying to start a museum called the Maine Technology Museum, but obviously lack of funding and just where we're located didn't really help. So.
you want to talk about the prototype right up there? I see one.
Yeah. So this is one of the. These were sold in Japan. These PowerBook 2400Cs are really rare. And Apple sold them in Japan because they liked a small, compact laptop. And they were pretty powerful for what they were. And so this one is actually a prototype, clear one that we found through a friend over there. And so he shipped it over.
So you found that actually in Japan?
Yep. And so it's originally from Japan. And that fell off. And yeah, so it's absolutely pristine and it's extremely rare. So yep. Just a clear case so that
the keyboard.
Tell me, what is the model or definition?
It's a PowerBook 2400C.
Oh, PowerBook, okay.
Yep. So the clear case was used for like engineers to see how everything would fit, and all that. So, yep.
You were fortunate to get a number of prototype units over the years.
We well, Dad was the one who got me kind of started in prototypes, and we got my first prototype. I got out of a collection in Bangor. It's called the Cursor 3. It's the only one in the world, and I still have it. So because that was one that I always said I would never sell. So I still have it. It's the only one in the world, and it went with the Apple III, and they were experimenting with the graphic user interface on it. And what's unique about it is I have a manual, and it says to turn to this page in the Apple III manual to reference the Cursor 3. So I had an Apple III manual. I turned to it. It's not there. So I knew it was something special. So that's what got me started on it, and then we kind of just exploded looking for clear case and unique looking stuff from there. So.
Did you get any of your Apple IIIs to operate?
Yeah. So 2 of our Apple IIIs out of our 3 worked, our 3 and our 3 Plus. And then the other one had some issues that I never really got into diagnosing.
Well, that's good because they never worked very well anyway. They were a dud of a computer.
Yeah, they were just a big business computer.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what did you gain from building this collection?
A lot of knowledge, and I learned that when you work on something yourself for the first time, you get really nervous. But once I did it on the first computer that I got, and it just kind of exploded from there, and I got really, really comfortable with working on it. It's really, really good.
And I understand you're headed towards computer science?
Yep, computer science and engineering, possibly electrical engineering, because I feel like that's where the future's going, and there will always be jobs. So, yep.
That sounds great. And also here you might be thinking of Virginia Tech.
Yes, very much so. That's one of the biggest. That's the one college I want to go to. That or one in Maine, UMO. They both have really good engineering courses, and as well as Georgia Tech. I'm really considering those because obviously the ARK is here and everyone down here, so it's a lot to think about. So.
Well, maybe you can do undergraduate one place and graduate another place.
True. Very
Get
true.
them both in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill 2 birds with one stone.
Yeah.
So.
Do the undergraduate at Virginia Tech, then you come here for your master's and PhD, and then you can really help this museum along at that point.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no
it's
problem.
just great to meet you and your dad, Bill, and okay, very good. Thank you. This has been wonderful.